Sitting on a long flight for long periods of time is not only uncomfortable, but it can put you at risk for a serious condition called deep vein thrombosis. Basically, it's a condition caused by a lack of blood flow that can cause a heart attack or even stroke. Now, in these days of crowded flights, hoping that the guy next to you doesn't show up just so you can stretch out is not really a viable option anymore. So the next best thing is to have a couple of exercises that you can keep in mind to do on the plane in your personal space to get you through these long flights and keep your blood moving. So I want to show you a couple first from your seat exercises that you can do. Now the first one I really like, and I realize depending on how much space you have, you may or may not be able to do this. But you can pull your knees to your chest like this. Feels really good. And again, the whole idea of all of these is just to keep your blood moving. Now, if that's not an option for you, another great one is to flex your feet in your seat and rotate your ankles. Just alternate feet as you're watching your movie or having your lunch. And again, that'll just help to keep the blood going through your body. Now, the other one that I really like to do, especially on really long flights, is massaging your thighs. It's a big muscle group, lots of blood moving through there. It's something you can do without bothering anybody, just in your seat. Now, ideally, you want to try and get up several times during the flight and stretch your legs, but I realize walking on the plane is not a viable option for a long period of time. So what I recommend is utilizing your time on the way to the bathroom and waiting in line to do a few other stretches. One of my favorites for starting, just do some calf lifts. You can do this while you're waiting in line. It's a great exercise. You can do a nice long bend. This feels really good if you've been sitting for a long period of time. It stretches out the backs of your legs and your lower back, which tend to get really sore on long flights. You can also do some squats while you're waiting in line. And don't forget to bend sideways. This one feels really good when you've been sitting for a long time. Now again, ideally you want to try and get up several times during the flight. If not, try doing some of these exercises maybe every half hour or every hour just to keep your circulation in check, because the most important thing to do to get to your destination is to get there safely.